Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to She Inspires. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday. Look, I'm trying to get situated in the car. My hand is turning in the steering wheel. Oh my goodness, y'all. My apologies. I should have been ready. See, I always have a problem when people not ready when they live, and here I am, not ready. Let me turn this back AC off. Okay. Oh, somebody behind me? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who we have here so far. Good morning, Pammy Pooh. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Latae, good morning. Thank you for joining, sis. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining. So I'm on my way to work, and I wanted to share something that is so it was shocking. Okay. Now, many of y'all may know about Lolo's story and some things that she shared. I did a live the other day, and she had shared some things with us. And so make sure y'all check that live out on my open book channel. It was such, oh my gosh, a heartbreaking story, but also the outpour of love that she received that day was amazing. Nothing short of God's blessings. His hand was definitely in it, and God was moving throughout that whole day. I even woke up the next day, and someone had asked for her Cash App. They've been still watching the live. People have still been watching the live and are being blessed. Some people are saying by her sharing her story, it increases their faith. And I'm like, wow, that can happen. That can really happen when we share our stories, because people feel like they're not alone. It's someone else going through. So during this live, y'all, and y'all know that I react on the open book to the Queen of Kings. Okay. We call her Thorn. And so we react to some of the things, the craziness that she does. Hi, Spiritual Sparks Bracelets. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And we react to some of the foolishness on her channel, especially when it pertains to the children. Okay. So while the live was going on the other night, people were sending super stickers, super chats. In comes a super chat. And guess the name that showed up on that super chat? None other than the Queen of Kings. And in the super chat, she put, depression is rough. Now, it was funny because when it popped up, me and my other sis, we were on the panel, but at the same time, we sent each other a message at the same time. Like, are we tripping? Is this really from the Queen of Kings? Okay. Yes, she's an influencer, Latae, that if you look at my channel, I've done many videos on her. Okay. The chat goes in hard. I can't help with what they put. They go in hard. And so we reached out to each other. We were like, is that Rose? That's her real name. And I started thinking to myself, I said, Lord, don't tell me this girl is playing games, because, you know, some people said that she's liable to take back a super chat. Okay, I don't know how people can do that. They dispute it with their bank or whatever. So yesterday, please hit the like, yes. And so I was like, yesterday when my account, the YouTube Studio, when they update, I said, let me look over here and make sure. Now I'm gonna check every day until until the end of the month, because she definitely gonna get called out if you playing with my sis like that. Now it's different. You want to mess with me or whatever, but something serious like that, don't play like that. Okay, do not play with my channel. Sending supers and trying to take it back, and don't play with my sis like that. So I am going to keep an eye on it, but it's still there. Now, her name was nowhere in that title. Dreamy Girl, I'm thinking that I don't know how people do it. I don't know if they are disputing it with their banks, and I don't think because you can't give a refund on the super. So I don't know how true that is. I'm going by what I've heard, so hey, I don't know. But I'm just being on the safe side and just gonna keep a watch on it to make sure she's not playing. But I didn't have her name anywhere in that title. Okay, that was not even a reaction live. That was a true story. So yes, Latte, it does show that she watches me. It does show that, because why else would she be over there on the live, and it has nothing to do with her or anything. Spiritual Spark said, if it's not genuine, don't take it. Right. Well, there's no way I can't not take it. It goes in there automatically. Just like when a person gets a membership, we can't, like if they've been gifted a membership, people are like, well, don't allow them to be a member. We can't do anything about that. Like for 30 days, they have to stay a member. Like it's no way to change it. So all you can do is kind of watch what you say back there. If it's an op, kind of watch what you say behind your memberships, lives and posts and things like that. But you can't take that away. Let's see. Yes, you can. You can dispute it on your side. Yeah, see, but I don't know if they will take back, like the people probably can get their money back, but I don't know if they will take it back from the content creator. So that part, that part, I don't know. Hey, Mandy, welcome. Mandy, did you hear what I said about the Queen of Kings sent a super the other night during the live for Lolo? Let's see. It tells you in your email that you can, but I always ignore that. That you can what? Get a refund? Oh, I don't know. But y'all, I also wanted to say this, okay? Couple of lessons. I always try to look at what are some things that God could be showing. Couple of things. God showed me one thing is you never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. And we have to be mindful of that because it could very well be people that don't even like you that are watching you and watching to see how you handle certain situations. And also, God will use people that don't like you to bless you. And it wasn't even blessing me because all of those supers are going to Lolo. Okay, the ones from that live, they are going to her. We were keeping a record behind the scenes of who was sending what so that I can make sure that she gets that next month. When, because it's a month out that you receive your payout for that. So also y'all thought about something. Was the message in that super chat real? Does she really deal with depression? And I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I do feel like she deals with depression. I'm going to be honest. I think she needs some help. I've been saying that. Regardless of how I feel about some of the crazy stuff that she does, I said she needed a break before she had the mental breakdown in Hawaii. I said that. I can see it. The girl acts out because she got some mental issues. But in Lolo sharing her story, I think it made her truly reflect. It didn't have anything to do with me. It didn't have anything to do with me that day. I think she tapped in possibly and felt what Lolo was saying. And she tries to mask it other ways, that she has possibly gone through some depression. Let me see what y'all are saying. Dreamy Girl says she wanted you to know. Yes, and others were on there as well, and they saw too. Mandy said, was she trying to let y'all know she was there? Why the heck is she in there, OB? She is going to be obsessed with you. Next became full, my love. Okay, I don't know. I think she tapped in. All I can think is she tapped into the story and was really genuinely listening. Because why else was she coming to my chat on a live? Now, I can see if it was a live about her. Okay, maybe I put Thorn in my title, or even if I was reacting to something like that. I wasn't even doing any reacting to any lives. We were literally, this is real life, talking about what Lolo has gone through, and that super popped up. 50, it wasn't $5 either, y'all. It was $50. Okay, so if you're gonna play a game, I don't think I would play a game with $50. That was my mindset. And now I might come in there and play a game with $5. That I'm just like, it may be an admittance, right, Latte? Dreamy Girl said, Mandy, she wanted OB to know she was in there and it was perfect timing. Yeah, it was a blessing. Hopefully it was genuine. Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It had nothing to do with mess or drama, or she could do that on any other live. But she chose that live, and God got my attention. I will say he got my attention with that. And I started looking at things differently, that people watch you and pay attention. And although you may think they're not paying attention to because y'all know, okay, even when I do my reactions, I try to give advice, right? I try not to go, I don't curse. Y'all know I don't curse people out and do all that. I'm going to be real. I'm going to get passionate and upset sometimes, but I try to bring real life examples. I try to give a solution. Sometimes we may not think that the seeds we're sowing or the things we are saying, like I said, we'll see where this goes as far as if it stays or not. I'm going to be watching. But we don't realize that some of the things we say, people actually may pay attention to, even if we think they're not listening or possibly, don't care for us like that. There could have been something that I've stated in the past on one of her lives that she sees that I have some type of wisdom, that I have a heart to, and that I truly care. And she saw that day, this is not just something I do. This is not us playing around. We don't play around with stuff like that. Even the live I did with her dressing half naked, we started talking about rearing children. Real talk, real life. Okay, so I do not know. When I tell y'all, it confused me at first, but then I was like, let me take a look at this from my spiritual eye. God will sometimes use people that you least expect to be a blessing out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. She's never, ever, I wouldn't have thought in a million years, for one, that she would do something like that, to be honest, especially to my channel. But it happened, and it was a blessing to Lolo. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You never know who's watching, who's listening. I know we fuss at our kids. I know when I was an educator in the classroom, I felt like I was wasting my time. $50, Mandy. I felt like I was wasting my time. But it wasn't until one of my 5th grade students came up to me, and she was, I think that time she was grown, she's in her 20s. And me and her, she came to my house one time because she's like one of my little mentees that I've kept in touch with all of these years. She has a baby now, a good career. Y'all, I went to the hospital one time. She works in the lab at the hospital. I said, now see, that's why you got to teach these kids, right? You never know if they're going to be at the lab where you're at. So I was like, when we were laughing one day, she said, I remember when you used to sit there in that chair and you just be talking to us and fussing at us. I said, you know why I was fussing? It was because I cared and I love y'all and I wanted to see y'all do better. And she remembered that. So don't think that the things that you do are in vain. It's not always in vain. People actually may be tapping in to hear what you got to say. Exactly, Mandy. I was glad that Lolo got the blessing. And what she admitted in the super chat as well. She could have just said, God bless this young lady or this woman. She said depression is rough. And at the core of things, I do think that she deals with some depression. I also think that she deals with some mental illness that she needs to get really checked out. It's nothing to play with. Mandy said, OB, sorry I haven't been able to send any super chats. I'm struggling. I don't want you or other channels to think I'm not. Oh, no, Mandy. Yes, she said depression is rough. Mandy, first of all, you have been such a blessing so many times. You have such a wonderful spirit, beautiful, giving heart. So I don't think any of us would ever think that. But also know that I'm praying for you, sis. Believe me, I overstand. Okay, right now. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. I overstand because we too. And let me just, hey, even if you're married, sometimes, y'all, that's why, and I say I'm going to do a live on this. Sometimes the misconception is, if it's 2 people, y'all can't be struggling or something like that. Sometimes even when you're married, you hit hard times. Okay? Because why do you think when you standing up before God and before family and friends, you have to say for richer or for poorer? Okay, you're going to be tested in everything you commit to. You're going to have it some seasons, and some seasons you're going to have to see what y'all going to do. Are y'all both going to truly depend on God? Okay, because guess what? We can't depend on the other person all the time. Even in a marriage, you better have your hope, trust, and faith in God. He is the one that's going to see you through. So I pray for you and anyone else that's going through any difficulties, transitions. It's just a season. And I pray that God provides and that he will bring breakthroughs and do supernatural things in your lives. Does she have an email? I may have to hit you up on the back end. Okay, Latte. Let me check. That part I don't know. I'm pretty sure she does, but I don't know it. But I'll get with her and get it. You're welcome, Mandy. God bless you, sis. You have such a heart. You know what? God gives seed to the sower. When people are truly sowers, you'll never be without. When you have a heart to always give, God will always give to you. He will always bless you. What we reap, what we sow, we reap. So that's not just bad things. That's good things too. When I don't have it, and I know when I do, I've sown seeds. When I don't, God has sent people to sow seeds into me. And I'm grateful for that. So no one is alone. Lolo's story touched my heart so many ways. I watched that Straw movie. Y'all, I couldn't even get through the first 5 or 10 minutes without breaking down crying. And it was a part in there with Sinbad where Janiyah was giving him money even when she didn't have it, and she still sowed seeds. And so when she was going through a big moment in her life and things were just getting crazy, they showed up for her. He shared, when I didn't have money, this young lady gave me money, and she was struggling. Hi, Cherry, welcome. Those seeds come back. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's shocking. It was very shocking. Blessing and blessings can come from people you least expect. And you'll never know why. She'll never probably admit that. I really haven't shared that on my other channel either. But I shared it with y'all. God is able. I felt like that mama straw. It made me realize how far God has kept me. Yes. Okay, Latte. Girl, he's kept us through some storms. And he's still keeping us every day. But y'all, I'm going to go in here. I got a meeting that I have to go and log into. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit the like and watch this replay. It will shock you. Eminem, I haven't got to watch. Oh, yeah. Yes, Mandy, it is a very good movie. I will probably watch it again myself. It was very good. Yeah, I'm going to come back, y'all. I'm definitely going to come back. But I just wanted to share that with you all. Wow, my mind was blown. If you haven't watched the live open book channel, we did that live on Saturday. So make sure y'all go back and watch that replay. Also, if you want to be a blessing to Lolo, I know her Cash App is Purple Heaven 46. And I also have it in the comment section underneath that video as well. So I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day. And I got to do my recording and post it. Okay, Latte. And I'll try to get her email account today. All right. Love y'all. Have a blessed day. Until next time, make sure you hit the like button. Bye-bye.